Hey there, internet travelers, welcome to a new frontier. Buckle up because we're diving headfirst into the wacky, wonderful world of Web3. Don't worry if you haven't heard of it. It's basically the internet's awkward teenage phase, full of potential but still figuring things out. It's like the internet is going through a major growth spurt. Web3 is all about giving you, the user, more control over your data and online experience. Imagine having the keys to your own digital kingdom. Imagine a world where Facebook couldn't sell your browsing history or Twitter couldn't shadow ban your witty comebacks. That's the dream, people. A place where your online identity is truly yours. This magical land is built on something called the blockchain, a fancy word for a decentralized and secure ledger. It's like a digital fortress for your data. Think of it like a public diary that everyone can read but no one can erase. Every entry is permanent and transparent, and the most popular blockchain for Web3 shenanigans? You guessed it, that would be Ethereum, our trusty steed for this wild ride. It's the backbone of many Web3 applications. So, are you ready to explore the future of the internet? Ready to take control of your digital life? Great! Let's dive in and demystify this Web3 beast together. It's going to be an exciting journey, full of discoveries and new possibilities. Now, before you run for the hills screaming JavaScript, I don't speak code, let me assure you it's not as scary as it sounds. Web3, at its core, is just a collection of JavaScript libraries. Think of them as handy toolboxes that let you interact with the Ethereum blockchain. These libraries act as your trusty translators, allowing your regular website to understand and talk to the blockchain. It's like having a universal translator that lets you chat with dolphins. Except instead of dolphins, it's a decentralized network of computers. And instead of fish, it's digital cats and questionable NFTs. So, whether you're a coding wizard or a complete newbie, remember this. Web3 is just JavaScript under the hood. And with a little guidance, anyone can learn to speak its language. Okay, time for a quick history lesson. Let's take a journey back to the early days of the internet. Web 2, the internet we know and love, and occasionally rage at, is all about centralized platforms. It's the era where the internet became mainstream, connecting billions of people. Think Google, Facebook, Amazon, the big tech giants that control your data and basically own your digital soul. These companies have built empires by centralizing control and monetizing user data. Web 3, on the other hand, is like the rebellious teenager who wants to break free from these overlords. It's a movement towards a more open and democratic internet. It's about decentralization, putting the power back in the hands of the people. That's you. Imagine an internet where you have control over your own data and digital identity. In Web 2, you're at the mercy of these platforms. Your online experience is dictated by algorithms and policies you have no control over. They can censor your content, sell your data, or even shut down your account. Your digital life is in their hands, and they can change the rules at any time. It's like living in a digital dictatorship ruled by Mark Zuckerberg and his army of algorithms. The power dynamics are heavily skewed in favor of these tech giants, but in the brave new world of Web3, you're in control. It's a paradigm shift towards user empowerment and digital sovereignty. You own your data, and no single entity can take that away from you. Your digital assets are secured by blockchain technology, making them tamper-proof and transparent. It's like the Wild West of the internet, but instead of cowboys and saloons, we have smart contracts and decentralized apps, dApps. This new frontier is full of opportunities and challenges, but it's paving the way for a more equitable digital future. Now let's talk about Web3 methods, the magic spells that let you interact with the Ethereum blockchain. These methods are like special keys that unlock different features and functionalities. Want to know how much Ethereum's cryptocurrency you have in your wallet? Use the method. Need to send some Ether to your friend who just bought their first NFT? That's where it comes in. Think of it like ordering from a secret menu at your favorite blockchain restaurant. Each method is a different dish, and knowing which one to order can make all the difference. We'll delve deeper into these methods and explore their powers in the upcoming chapters. So, get ready to become a Web3 wizard. Section 5, Setting Up Web3. Let's get this party started. This is where the real fun begins, and we dive into the practical side of things. Alright, enough with the theory, let's get our hands dirty. It's time to move from concepts to actual implementation. To start playing with Web3, we need to set up a provider. This is a crucial step that will enable us to interact with the blockchain. Think of a provider as your internet service provider, but instead of connecting you to the internet, it connects you to the Ethereum network. It's your gateway to the decentralized world. There are several providers out there, but for this guide we'll be using Infura. It's a popular choice among developers for its reliability and ease of use. It's like the Comcast of Ethereum providers. Not perfect, but it gets the job done. You might encounter some hiccups, but it's generally dependable. Once you have your provider set up, you'll need to install the Web3 JS library. This library is essential for interacting with the Ethereum blockchain. This is our trusty toolbox that contains all the methods we need to interact with the blockchain. Think of it as your Swiss Army knife for blockchain development. Now don't worry, we won't leave you hanging with just vague instructions. We're here to guide you every step of the way. We'll provide step-by-step guides and code examples in the next few sections. These resources will help you understand each part of the process. So, grab your coding hats and let's build some Web3 magic. Get ready to transform your ideas into reality with the power of blockchain technology. Section 6. Promises, dealing with asynchronous behavior. Now here's where things get a little tricky. The blockchain is like that friend who takes forever to respond to your texts. It's not instantaneous, and sometimes you have to wait for things to happen. That's where promises come in. In Web3, most operations are asynchronous, meaning they don't happen immediately. Instead, you send a request to the blockchain and then wait for a response. A promise is basically a JavaScript object that represents the eventual outcome of an asynchronous operation. It's like saying, "Hey blockchain, I'm sending you this transaction, and I promise to wait patiently for your response." We'll cover promises in more detail later, but for now, just know that they are an essential part of Web3 development. So, be prepared to embrace the asynchronous life. Section 7. MetaMask, your gateway to Web3 dApps. Alright, let's talk about MetaMask, your new best friend in the Web3 world. MetaMask is a browser extension that acts as your Ethereum wallet and allows you to interact with dApps, or decentralized applications. Think of it like your passport to the Web3 universe. It stores your Ether and other digital assets and allows you to connect to dApps and sign transactions. With MetaMask, you don't need to create an account or trust a third party with your data. It's all managed locally on your browser, giving you complete control over your digital identity. We'll dive deeper into MetaMask's features and show you how to use it to interact with dApps in later sections, so make sure you have it installed and ready to go. Section 8. Send versus call, talking to the blockchain. Now let's talk about two essential Web3 methods, and. These methods are how you communicate with smart contracts on the blockchain. The method is like sending a text message that requires a reply. You're initiating a transaction that changes the state of the blockchain, like transferring Ether or interacting with a dApp. The method, on the other hand, is like asking a quick question that doesn't require a response. You're simply reading data from the blockchain, like checking your account balance or retrieving information from a smart contract. Understanding the difference between and is crucial for Web3 development. So pay attention because we'll be using these methods extensively in the upcoming chapters. Section 9. Beyond the basics, exploring the depths of Web3. Congratulations, you've made it this far. You now have a basic understanding of Web3, its core concepts, and how to interact with the Ethereum blockchain. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. The world of Web3 is vast and constantly evolving, with new technologies and applications emerging all the time. From decentralized finance, DeFi, to non-fungible tokens, NFTs, to the metaverse, the possibilities are endless. And the best part is, you're now equipped with the knowledge and tools to explore this exciting new frontier. Section 10. Conclusion, your Web3 adventure begins now. So, there you have it, your crash course in Web3 and Ethereum interaction. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of blockchain technology to the intricacies of Web3 methods. But remember, this is just the beginning of your Web3 journey. The best way to learn is by doing. So don't be afraid to experiment, explore, and build something amazing. The future of the internet is decentralized, and it's up to us to shape it. So, go forth, intrepid explorers, and let's build a better, more equitable web together. Section 11. What's next? Resources and further exploration. Ready to take your Web3 skills to the next level? Here are some resources and areas to explore. Ethereum.org, the official website of Ethereum, with a wealth of information on the blockchain, smart contracts, and Web3 development. Crypto Zombies, an interactive coding school that teaches you how to build games on the blockchain using Solidity, the programming language for Ethereum smart contracts. Consensus Academy, a comprehensive online learning platform offering courses on blockchain technology, Web3 development, and more. Remember, the Web3 community is vast and welcoming. Don't hesitate to reach out to other developers, ask questions, and share your knowledge. Together we can unlock the full potential of this revolutionary technology.